let's go back to the beginning of when you and I met, which actually I had to look this up, but it was 2017.
Stop it.
And
Stop it.
That was Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
The Hans Christian Andersen.
Yeah. So that would have
version.
been, yes, 2017. We did Little Mermaid first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know for you, was that your first experience using projections?
Yes. Yeah. It was.
How had you kind of come across the idea in the first place?
So I graduated from Valdosta State, and I went to see a production of Beauty and the Beast, and you know they have the big beast transformation, and it was the first time that like the screen started moving. So they have all these, you know, I've seen your projections, and it's phenomenal for that show. And I text a friend of mine, an old professor, and I was like, "What was that? What did you just do?" And he was like, "Oh, it's projection. Let me give you the scenic designer." And they gave me somebody in New York who graduated from something. And but when I Googled projections, you came up. And I started looking at your stuff, and I was like, "This is very cool, very phenomenal."
Yeah, you were definitely an early adopter.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, because from the first conversations, you said to me, I know this is the future.
It is.
I know where things are going with this.
Yeah.
So you were a big advocate of that, and kind of one of those directors who was willing to make it work.
Yeah.
However you needed to make it work.
Right.
Even though the ballet was not, the Savannah Ballet was not necessarily, obviously used to doing things like that.
Right.
So what was that like for you? Because I think a lot of directors are interested in this. Going from that place where you hadn't done it, you were inspired by it, to making it work for that first show. What were some of the initial questions, challenges, things that you felt when you started kind of going down that road?
Well, I'm an artist, so I don't do the technology piece very well. So I had to look into what is projecting these, because you can't just use a TV projector or a movie projector. You need like a strong projector to make the lights and everything come to life. So it was that piece of like, is there a house in Savannah that I can rent these really powerful projectors from? And then when I was like, oh, we can, they have this is already a thing. You know, now we put the artwork in.
Who helped you? Do you remember who helped you to figure out the technical aspect of that?
Jenny Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
My old friend Jenny Wynn.
Yeah, she did the lighting.
Yeah.
Because I remember as we evolved from show to show too, she started getting more artistic, working with you.
Yeah.
Not only in just making them brighter and brighter, but also, I was amazed by the way she would use color.
Yes.
By the time we got to Sleepy Hollow, she would actually be able to transform the look of how the projection was perceived from the audience based on what combination of color lighting she was using. Yeah. Which I was blown away, because I would come in, I've designed it a certain way, and you would see it that way, but then you would also see it two different ways. Yeah. Without any adjustment to the actual image. It was just the way the lights were working with the projection.
Well, it's so cheesy, but it takes a village. That's why you have to surround yourself with good people. I'm a big believer in sitting at a table with people that know way more than me. I don't want to sit at a table where I'm the smartest person, because then we're in trouble. You know what I mean? And when Jenny came on and you came on, and then we had these great projectors that we were able to rent, it just kind of magical. It was magic.
I know for you, we did Little Mermaid, and that was beautiful. And those were some of the first, I think those were some of the first projections I created for Little Mermaid, was working with you on that. And then of course, they've been used over and over and over all over the world now, which is crazy to think about.
That's insane.
You were the pioneer of that. And then the same with Sleepy Hollow. I don't know, I think it was maybe Sleepy Hollow that came along next.